Number 5, Tim Macindoe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Justice. What steps is she taking to support victims of crime and put them at the heart of the justice system?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very pleased to announce that the Government is extending funding of $1 million a year for the Victims Centre until June 2014. Over the past year, the Victims Information Free phone line received almost 18,000 calls and more than 20,000 people have accessed support through the Victims Information website. Extending funding will mean the Victims Centre can continue its monthly newsletter for people and groups working with victims, its regular fora with government and non-government agencies, and its direct engagement with victims to make sure that their experiences influence services.
Tim Macindoe.
How else is the Victims Centre contributing to the Government's commitment to put victims at the heart of the justice system?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr. Speaker, the Victims Centre has been drafting a victims code, working with government and non-government agencies that work with victims, researching best practice for victims going through the justice system, managing services and grants funded through the offender levy, and improving information for victims. The Victims Code will enshrine legally enforceable rights for victims, set out services available to them, and set out the duties and responsibilities of government agencies. To ensure victims of crime receive the support they need, the Victims Centre will also be a critical point of coordination with the New Zealand Police and Corrections and will play a crucial role delivering our Better Public Services Results Action Plan focus on supporting repeat victims.
Tim Macindoe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What other steps is the Government taking to put victims at the heart of the justice system?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr. Speaker, we've introduced the offender levy to pay for victim services, which has been hugely successful. We will reduce unnecessary parole hearings so victims don't have to go through the stress of attending parole hearings every year for offenders who are unlikely to get parole anyway. We will increase penalties for child pornography offences, introduce public protection orders to keep people safe from serious violent and sexual offenders, and we will make changes to the law to ensure that offenders cannot live close to their victims.
Chauvel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Will she further assist to put victims of crime and their families at the heart of the justice system by agreeing to Labour's recommended amendment to the Victims of Crime Reform Bill to have the Law Commission consider the position of the families of murdered victims of crime who are forced to sit through trials where their deceased family member's reputation is completely denigrated? If not, why not?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I may be wrong, but I'm not sure that member's put that issue to me before, but I'd certainly be happy to look at it.
Point of order, Charles Chauvel.
Although it's a public document, sir, the Minister clearly hasn't seen it, so I seek leave to table the minority report of the Labour Party on the Victims of Crime Reform Bill, which contains that select committee report to the government.
No, we don't table select committee reports.
Sir,
Order, we don't table select committee reports. Question number 5, Tim. Does the member have a further supplementary?
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Charles Chauvel.
It's a genuine question, sir. If the Minister hasn't seen the report, how do I draw it to her attention?
Order. While here
Might be able to help. I think
the Honourable Judith Collins.
The member may have misheard me. I said I don't believe he had spoken to me about it or referred it to me.
Well, order that. No, we're not going to litigate this by way of point of order. That's not a point of order, and neither was the member's a point of order. And we don't table select committee documents. Question number 5, Tim Macindoe. Question number 6. I beg your pardon. Question number 6, the Honourable David Parker. Good point.